Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Taking a shot on the first play. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball in the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Sooners will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. To the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the move, it's Sutton. Makes a man miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant physical trenches.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Huskies want to pick up the tempo. He might want another play. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. The snap sets up to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He makes it grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest. Takes it in to the end zone for 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Kearney to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
his legs, it's Tatum. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality, the surge physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Mateer. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the tight end.
And the defense brings the blitz. And how about the QB? Really nice job understanding. If I can hang on to this just a little bit longer, it gives my receiver an opportunity to run a better route and get more time to create more space. Nice job hanging in there, taking the hit, and getting the complete.
Just keeps moving. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Smells it, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick strike complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Wants to go up top on first down. Snatches it on the right. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Washington comes to the line with a first and goal. They want to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. second down, he'll throw it. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
At this rate, the offense is going to be lucky to kick a field goal. 2 straight plays down by the goal line, 2 straight sacks. What is going on?
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Absolute shame. Missed it. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Mateer. Floating away. On the run, fires downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Lets it fly. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Fires on the move. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Going right to work up top. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down.
this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Got it behind the line. It's Parker. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game.
And he makes the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He throws back to the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive firing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that... Turning it on! And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll put in play from the 27, first down. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. At the 45 on his way. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell. Pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front, creating a pass.
Makes the grab.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands. Let him do the rest.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays.
Got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies. Extra point here will tie the game. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle it off.
There he goes. The 10. Touchdown Sooners. And that one will give them the lead. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Northern Illinois has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Husky Stadium. They're up by 4 over Bowling Green. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion and adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Pulls it in. It's Parker. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Back to pass. It's Mateer. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Offense in an empty set. He wants to change this route. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Defensive holding, an automatic first down for this offense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Washington wants to go quickly.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Got the back over the middle. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Parker. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. looking to throw. Under fire. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. And they'll try to fight a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Might be changing the route. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Washington! Quick strike through the air for the score. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Trying to slam in. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Gets the back moving. The give as they work on that clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grab behind the line. It's Washington. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the D.
Gashing the D on the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Sooners! He got loose and it was lights out after that. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement to the future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Husky. How about that D making the play and lining up the board and swinging some momentum in their favor?
change. Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half. The D still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which